Okay, so this video was inspired by the YouTube video called Stop Selling Your Roblox Games by Call Me Doji, which was uploaded about 9 hours ago, and I haven't even watched it yet, but I 100% agree with him. And let me explain why. So I spent 1 year making a game with my twin brother called Dual Stars, and it has 700 players. And we've already been approached by 20 investors. And the reason why I don't like investors is because they rob you from your potential. Investors will see your game with 500 players and they're gonna be like, it doesn't have that much players, it doesn't make that much money. So I'm going to offer you a few $1,000s or like 200,000 Robux or 300,000 Robux, and it's not that much. And you know your game has a lot of potential. You know it's gonna hit 5,000 players, 10,000 players, even if it's not gonna happen right now. You know it's going to make you a lot of money, and you know these investors' offers are really bad. And that's the whole game of investors. Whenever an investor approaches you, they expect to make profit. Therefore, you are going to lose something. And their promise is usually they have many promises. So investors look at your metrics and they start throwing out a bunch of buzzwords. They're like, we're gonna help scale your game, we're gonna increase monetization, we're gonna improve the demographics, we're gonna promise strong engagement, strong retention, all this stuff. As if you can't figure that out yourself. These are not hard metrics to figure out. You can do stuff for your game that grows your game. It's not like throwing around these buzzwords actually means anything. These investors are just throwing around buzzwords to make them sound smart. They're trying to sound smart, and they're trying to buy your game for cheap. They're trying to lowball you. And let me add on to this. Let's say you spend 1 year making your game, or let's just say 3 months. Do you think $3,000 is worth all that effort? You spend 10 hours a day making a freaking game, 10 hours a day for 3 months, 1 year like we did. You think $5,000, $3,000, $10,000 is gonna cut it out? That's so much labor. That's not worth it, and that's high potential they're robbing you out of. It's not just studios. It's a bunch of people. There's just a bunch of single investors, and by the way, half of them are literally scams. Half of them are straight up lies. They're not even investors. They're just gonna steal your game. Like they're gonna ask for 100% of it, and then they're gonna ask for ownership, and then you're gonna hand it over, and now they're not gonna give you anything in return. That's like half the investors. But to the real investors, they're still lowballers. I don't want to call them scammers, but they're lowballers. This is stuff that you work for. This is a game that you put hard blood, sweat, and tears into. And don't let investors take it from you. When these investors message you to buy your game, they're going to straight up lie to you. They're going to say, your game is not making much money right now. Oh, there's more games in this genre. Oh, your game is easily replicable. Anybody can make it. Or we have the secrets that you don't. These are all straight up lies. And by the way, this stuff is not hard to crack. You can figure it out on your own. You don't need some investor to lie to you and tell you can't do this just for their own benefit. And by the way, even if your game is easily replicable, that doesn't even matter to the investor. What matters to the investor is money. And by the way, this is something an investor has told us before. They said our game is easily replicable. But that's not what you're here for. You don't care if you're an investor, you don't care if this game is easily replicable. Most games are easily replicable on Roblox, especially if you look at like Steal a Brain Rot. There's so many types of it. You're not gonna lowball Steal a Brain Rot just because it's easily replicable. You want the game because it makes you bank. That is why you invest in a game. So don't believe in these lies, okay?